welcome back to Words with Bill Uncle. I'm Bill. Today we want to look at a checklist for hidden anger and resentment. So I'm going to go through this checklist with you, and maybe you want to write this down or take notes because you're going to be exploring and discovering something about your own anger history, and that's important. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the word procrastination. Of course, none of you ever procrastinate, right? Put off to tomorrow what you should have done today. But sometimes that is an indication that I'm feeling a bit angry about something. And so it's important for us to recognize that and own when we are procrastinating. It's important for us to say, yes, I am procrastinating, or I am a procrastinator. The second one is perpetual habit of being late. Now, some of us may put this down to our culture, right? That we're always late. But on the other hand, sometimes we're late because we don't want to be there, because we don't feel comfortable there. We're angry maybe because there's someone there, maybe at work, that we don't get along well with. And so it can be an indicator that I'm angry. Then, of course, there's the word we often call sadistic humor, the sadist. That sometimes we like sadistic humor. That should be a little red light going off in our head if we enjoy that, because it may indicate that I'm not very comfortable. I'm not very happy with certain people or a certain culture or certain situations. One of the physical signs of anger is frequent sighing. We're constantly going, It indicates I'm not comfortable about something, and we need to delve into it and say, why am I sighing? If someone asks you, why are you sighing? Maybe you need to look at that and say, am I angry about something? Well, there's one that I think Canadians are really good at, and that's what we often call over-politeness. Over-politeness, constantly cheerful attitude of grin and bear it. Well, behind that smile and behind that over-politeness, we may be masking some anger. Smiling while it's hurting, laughing at nothing funny. These are all signs of possible anger. Or maybe it happens at nighttime. Have you ever had frightening dreams at night? You wake up, you're sweating, and you're wondering, what was that all about? Well, maybe it's because you're entertaining anger or bitterness towards somebody or some situation. And then, of course, there's the over-controlled, monotone speaking voice. You notice, like today, I'm speaking to you, my fluctuation is going up and down. But there are those people that speak in, well, there is no other way than this way, and there's no change, no fluctuation in their tonage. And that may also be a sign that there's something going on that you don't want to acknowledge. Maybe it's difficulty in getting sleep at night or sleeping through the night. Again, it could be those dreams. Boredom, apathy, a loss of interest in things that you usually like. Could be the slowing down of movements, getting tired more easily than usual. Excessive irritability over trifles. You know what that means? You take something that's small and you make it big. You take a mound and you make it into a hill, much more so than is necessary. Getting drowsy, sleeping more than usual, waking up tired instead of feeling refreshed. Some people express it by tight jaws, clenching their jaws in various other ways. Facial movements that indicate I'm not relaxed. Apologizing when none is asked for. I think that's a Canadian characteristic. We're known as people who say sorry when we don't need to say sorry. Well, that's one of our characteristics, but behind that could be something else. Sometimes it's chronic stiffness in our neck or various other parts of our body, and it can be even as serious as chronic depression, extended periods of feeling down for no particular reason. Stomach ulcers and various other things, a pain in the neck or the gut, and on it goes. So let me just wrap it up with this. Because you are unaware of being angry does not mean that you are not angry. It is that anger that you're unaware of which can do the most damage in you and to others as well. So hiding anger destroys friendships. It can destroy marriages, as it's a byproduct is that of resentment. So learn to say, I'm feeling angry, or I'm upset, or I don't like it when. Take the risk of recognizing your anger and tell someone about it, someone you can share with and pray with and cry with and talk to, that it's not so nice. Be a more honest and relaxed person, and you'll be able to recognize your anger and deal with it. This is Bill Uncle. We'll see you next time.